Hello everyone, Trophy Wine Hunter. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is now April 2024. So this is my monthly update. So first of all, what's going to be happening, what's coming up in the next month? I just went for my spring trophy wine hunt and brought back some wines from my long-term storage facilities. And so I'll be doing a video on that and subsequently doing some, hopefully getting to these wines in the next 6 months. As I explained previously in other videos, what I try to do is I keep a cellar, working cellar, about 200 and 300 bottles at my place, and the rest of the wines I have off-site, just because I know myself, I don't really have a good self-control, and if I had access to all my wines, I'd probably drink them all up. So this way kind of allows me to control it a little bit. And I'm still sticking to my guns this year. I'm not buying any wines for personal consumption. So far, it's gone okay. That it really hasn't put a dent in my cellar at all. So, it's going well, and hopefully it controls a little bit of my wine spending. Couple of videos I've already done. I've been doing a lot of drinking over the last couple of months. I don't know what it is. Got lots of friends coming in. Probably have to take a little bit of a break, hopefully in the summer sometime. But I've got a lot of videos that I've already done that are backed up. So I'm already reviewed a 2010 Carwan from the Margaux region. That's another area of interest for me this year, the Margaux region. I've done a very interesting video on a vertical from a local winery from the Cowichan Valley called Blue Grouse Vineyards, which I'm really excited about this winery and their Pinot Noirs particularly. I've done a video on the 2017 Laurent Ponson wine from Beaune, and so that is going to be exciting for me also because I think Laurent Ponson is a really underappreciated grower at this point, or wine producer at this point. And then I've got a nice video of this wine that I just brought from the cellar, which is the Mascarello Mont Brevato 2010. And if you recall, Barolo has been an area of interest for me for the last 2 years, for 2023 and now 2024. But my goal this year in 2024 was to drink some of the higher end and maybe older Barolos, and this fits the bill. This is the 2010, which got a bit of age on it, and Mont Brevato is probably one of the top 5 vineyards in Barolo. Really, I'll give you kind of a sneak peek, but exceptional wine. If you haven't had a chance to drink this wine, oh my goodness, this is Barolo. This will really change your mind about Barolo. And then I'm doing a comparative tasting of, kind of interesting, this is the Laforie Porrege. This is a Sauterne, and I'm kind of comparing and contrasting against a Mission Hill Vidal ice wine that's a little bit aged. So just to compare, sometimes the thing is now I'm drinking so many wines, it's very hard for me to do videos on each one of them. So I'm trying to pair them a little bit to give some interesting compare and contrasts. What's happening in my summer? I am traveling quite a bit. So, if people are in the places that I'm traveling, please reach out to me at trophy-wine-hunter@gmail.com. And if we have an opportunity, I'd love to drink with you. I've had very good experiences with subscribers who have contacted me so far. Everyone's been polite and really enjoy the experience to interact. So if I have the opportunity, and if you don't mind me kind of making sure that you are a real individual, then I'd love to reach out to you. So I will be in the next 3 or 4 months traveling to the Finger Lake region in New York, just for a short trip. I will be going to Doha in Qatar for a short trip. I know there's not a great drinking culture there, but if there are any viewers or subscribers there, I'd love to meet you there. And potentially also going to Brazil and perhaps trying some Brazilian wines, both in Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro. So those will be interesting. As well, I'm going back to Hong Kong. If the chance allows, I'd love to drink with people in Hong Kong who have very sophisticated palates and really deep cellars. I know that. Another interesting video that I want to do, perhaps in this month or next month, is there's a new movie, or there's a new series on Netflix called The Gentleman, and part of that in the first episode goes through some wines. And because my friends know I'm a big wine guy, they asked me to watch a series, and I picked up some kind of inconsistencies. And so I'd love to go through that just as a fun video, not to complain about them. I love the series, love watching it. But, maybe they need to hire me as a wine consultant. But it's just a fun video where I'll just say, hey, that's not quite correct. And you would only know that if, I guess, you really are into wines. Every month I try to do a little bit of wine knowledge, and a couple of things, just piggybacking on my last comment about the gentleman. That's what I find, that a lot of people do not have a tremendous amount of experience with older wines. Even I see a lot of videos out there. I'm not there to critique other people's videos, but I see a lot of times that people are not really familiar with drinking older wines and don't really have the experience. And so that experience is really important, particularly with older wines. A lot of people have great experience or a lot of experience with younger wines, but with older wines, understandably, you're not going to drink them every day, and you'd really have to drink a lot of wines in older wines to have that type of appreciation of the wine. So I'm not saying about tasting for 30 seconds or at a wine festival. You have to drink bottles and bottles and bottles of this stuff. So for instance, with Montbrevito, you have to drink a lot of this. Like I'm just beginning to understand. I've had 2 bottles already. I've had another, I bought a case of this stuff. So over time, I'll drink it at different occasions, different times with different people, and not just the tasting. I'll taste it over a couple of nights. And so really, even at that would not, I don't feel comfortable talking about Montbrevito on a general term. I feel comfortable talking about this vintage. And so that's just kind of a word to the wise. When you are tasting older wines, do a little bit of research on it. Really try to figure out what people are saying and make sure that you're listening to people that actually have tasted it and have opened it, so that you get the benefit of their expertise. The second thing you'll notice a lot of times in my videos is that they're lengthy. I mean, I'm quite long-winded, sorry. But you'll see that a lot of times I'll sniff and I'll smell, and it'll take a lot of times. I won't edit that part. And there is a reason why I don't do that. I want to make sure people understand that it's almost impossible for you to be able to sniff within a second and then drink it within a second and come up with 15 different tasting notes. Most times when people are doing that on videos, they probably pre-drank the wine. They probably pre-tasted it. They've already had their notes. And that might give you the wrong sense of things as a beginner, that I'm supposed to be able to pick up this with one taste or one smell. Impossible. I can tell you that. And so that's what I try to do, although it's somewhat boring. That tells you how long, and I'm trying to show you my process. When I taste these wines in general, I do have some comments, but I don't write anything down, and I just taste as is. So you'll see me a lot of times struggling with wines, and that's part of the process. No person really can just pick up a wine and, I can ring off 15 notes and be certain. They usually taste, smell quite a few times and then come to a conclusion. And so I want to give that confidence to people to be able to say, hey, listen, I'm not sure, or it does take me 10 seconds or 15 seconds to smell and taste the wine, and it's not just a 30-second clip. It's somewhat boring, but it's more realistic. My shout outs this month are to G, Flo, and Patrick from Orlando. Again, thank you all my viewers and subscribers for continuing to support my channel. I really appreciate all the comments. I try to answer each one of them, and I really enjoy the interaction. I learned so much from my viewers and subscribers, and it's really pleasurable. I really enjoy the people that I interact with, and so far I would say everything has been very, very positive about my doing this YouTube channel. The rest of this video is for my BC subscribers and viewers, and to see what is new and on sale in BC liquor stores. Until next time, happy drinking. Here's what's new and on sale at BC liquor stores for the month of April 2024. My first pick is a wine cellar pick that I had a couple of months ago. It's a great value. It's the Molly Duker 2020, the Boxer Shiraz. It is prototypical Australian Shiraz, so it's bursting with jammy dark fruit flavors. It's 100% aged in American oak, 92-point Wine Spectator rating, drink to 2030. It's on sale this month, priced from $35.99 to $33.99. My next wine recommendation is something I recommended a few months ago, only now it's on sale. Don't know what that says about me in terms of my picks, but this is the Giant Steps 2019 Chardonnay. It's the Sexton Vineyard, and it is priced this month, reduced from $54.99 to $50.99. Prototypical a cool climate Chardonnay. It's not going to be as oaky. It's going to be a little bit more clear in terms of the taste profile. White peaches, a little bit of honeysuckle and citrus blossoms. So should be really nice and drinking very nicely right now. Next wine is not on sale, but I still like the value on it. It's Ridge 2019 Geyserville from Alexander Valley. It is a blend and it is priced this month at $87.99. So it's a blend of 71% Zinfandel, 19% Carignan, 7% Petit Syrah, and 3% Alicante Bouschet. And it comes from a specific vineyard in the Alexander Valley. It's their 54th vintage of this wine, and I guess 2019 was known as a smoky year, but it wasn't, I guess, smoky in the Alexander Valley, so it wasn't affected. Produces a great, very consistent wine, very high wine spectator rating, 93 points, drinkable now, but also for many years to come. Next wine is the Sanford 2021 Pinot Noir. This is priced reduced this month from $49.99 to $45.99. Sanford is one of the first vineyard that was planted in the Santa Rita Hills in 1971. Real pioneer of, I guess, having Pinot Noir grapes grown in this setting, and so they've been very successful at it. And the price point is actually very nice. It is kind of a in between a Burgundy and a straight on, full-bodied Pinot Noir from America. So I think it's got the best of both. It's got quite a nice balance between these two kind of extremes. Next recommendation is a Domaine Drouin 2021 Arthur Dundee Hills Chardonnay. Domaine Drouin is a very famous Burgundy producer, and like many negociants have chosen vineyards in America, and in particular Oregon. The Chardonnay is going to be really kind of a peaches and cream type Chardonnay. It's not going to be too overly oaked. It's going to have a lot of citrus components, green apples, and really well priced this month from $51.99 on sale to $48.99. I really like throwback American wineries, and this is one of them that is actually got a long history in Sonoma and still produces great value wines. So this is the Frey Brothers 2020 Reserve Cabernet Sauvignon from Alexander Valley. Again, from synonymous with Sonoma County, these guys, all you get here is really unpretentious, good Cabernet Sauvignon, which is going to bursting of fruits, lots of nice tannins and oak influences and chocolate influences. Really well priced at $29.99, now this month reduced to $26.99. Here is another great value wine. This is the Zorzal 2020 Malbec, reduced from $20.99 to $16.99. And like every other country, Argentina has high-end regions like Mendoza, and then they have kind of value regions like this one, Tupungato, high up in the mountains. And there's nothing wrong with this. This is hand-harvested single vineyard from Gutalari. It's 100% Malbec. It spends 12 months in French oak barrels. So really great for the price. And right now it's priced this month from, again, $29.99 to $16.99. And my last recommendation is a value wine cellar pick that I had from a couple of months ago. Is the Clos de la Sete 2019 Mendoza Red, priced this month from $29.99 to $24.99. And again, not much can go wrong with this in terms of the value. It's a collaboration of 4 bodegas run by 4 Bordeaux families. They have Michel Roland as their kind of winemaking consultant. It's grown at high altitude, just like the other wine. but a little bit more of a blend, 50% Malbec, 24% Merlot, 11% Syrah, 7% Cabernet Sauvignon, 5% Cabernet Franc, and 3% Petit Verdot. So a little bit more North American style or international style wine, but still great. And again, you with these type of wines, you always want to pick them up when you have a chance and when you get a little discount. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, happy drinking.